Well, I'm back, y'all. Let's look at more of these leaks. I log on and Ku's tweeting, thanks to the irresponsible hackers, our Kaku soon now turns into a J, but it's still before. What the f? Why are you like this? You're tweeting absolute crap. I'm not even gonna look at that right now. I got a new best friend. Boy, my dudes, we have to somehow get through these leaks again. The nightmare just begins anew. But holy frick, am I excited. Here's where it was. Pikachu and Raichu originally were supposed to have a fire-type regional form. The picture's gone, but I got it. Now, it wasn't gonna be anything like Gorochu, because it would still be called Pikachu and Raichu. But it is insane to think this is the direction they initially went. And this was around the time we were still looking at auras at E3 and all. So this is a slide that says, it's like a demonstration talking about Pokemon regional variants. This is probably the team presenting the idea to their staff. You freaking frick, Central. Do you see what they're trying to say here? They call it quite literally here, parallel evolution. And then here's an image that describes the concept. So they're saying Pichu normally evolves into Pikachu then Raichu. But this dialogue box here says, imagine a Pichu that was raised on a fire mountain or a volcano. Under those circumstances, maybe you'll get a fire Pikachu and Raichu. Why do you do this, Central? Like, holy frick, I ended the last time with that crap. It's not a fire Pikachu at all. It was an example. I'm so freaking pissed. You frick. Pikachu and Raichu originally planned to have a fire type regional form. Oh, frick. I'm one of the stupidest people alive, and somehow Central makes me look good. It's crazy to hear them actually calling it parallel forms. That has a whole different mindset behind it versus what it's finally called, even in Japanese, which is regional forms. So parallel's been completely scrapped. They're both the same term pretty much anyway, but I think I like regional variants better. So what if, do I have to double check more of these? Maybe the gym building crap is not even real. I mean, y'all let me know in the comments. Was that diagram using a fire Pikachu as example, or were they actually presenting one? I imagine they used Pikachu for the meeting because it was a popular Pokemon, just to be safe. Whoa, it's time to reveal character profiles for Gen 7 characters. I thought I went past this with Plumeria. Okay. I guess they're here now. Starting with Faba, who's 53. You're so fricked. That's Faba? That's family composition, wife and child, but working away from home. That's his name. Wait, this has lore, kind of. Let me see. Oh, he's German. Boys. Boys. Give me that German region now. He also looks down on children, the opposite sex, Alola people, and Pokemon. Let's go, Takanaka. Okay, I actually want to read these. He is half evil, half comical. He's nice to the CEO, but arrogant to the subordinates. He thinks Pokemon are dirty and won't touch him with his bare hands. He sometimes gets drunk on the fact that he's in charge of the CEO's instructions ahead of time. So he's the number freaking 2. He became the branch chief when the Alola branch was created. Hey, this is more proof for the world building that the Aether Foundation is a branch of something else that exists. Hey. Bring it back. Why can't we meet another floating island? Maybe in the Gen 10 games. If it's a freaking archipelago, Greece, whatever it is, just freaking Aether's back as another branch. Wow, they could totally expand the concept with that. In hindsight, a concept like another branch of the Aether Foundation probably would have been a perfect thing to do in replacement of the Blueberry Academy, especially since Alola, again, is an American region. So if they had plans to ever address the original Aether branch or other ones that could exist in the world, maybe that would have been a really good opportunity. So the fact they didn't do that, they probably got no plans right now. Think about it. You could have changed the whole vibe there. Sirana would have been the leader of that Aether branch, and they would have made this terrarium. Pretty much everything would be the exact same. Could even still call it Blueberry Academy, but just say that it's a branch of a bigger Aether organization, the branch that's seated here somewhere near Unova. Anyhow, let's keep going. He is married with a wife and a child in his home country. German! Bring me to that German region. Let me meet them. Let me meet Faba's wife. Let me meet Takanaka's who married this man. Freaking forget everything. I don't want a Greece region or anything. I want to see Faba's wife. What's next? Wake is 43. They're so good. She's German too? Is Aether Foundation the main branch in the freaking German region. Boys, they have 2 Germans here. This might be what they're setting up. All right, so Wick is meant to look like her, and she has a husband in his 20s. That's how you swing in Wick? She's German descent. Sweet Pea in German. Yo. It's freaking set up. Now when we see Lusamine's profile, if she's German too, it's freaking over. German is a region that technically exists somewhere. Whenever that German region is addressed, that's when they gonna do this. All right, so Wick is the conscience of the Alola branch of the Foundation. Nothing important was really in that, but it does say she's appointed head of the Alola branch by the girls' nomination, like freaking Lillie voted, I'm assuming Lusamine, and aims to rebuild the Alola branch of the Foundation. I don't know what that means. I suppose she wanted to join and make it stronger. You know, we don't even know what location Mon disappeared from. Maybe he freaking disappeared from Germany. All right, let's keep going. See, this is what I'm excited about. Not your weird fire Pikachu crap. Guzma's 21. Boys, that's the flower he based off? That's a Guzma there. He actually has the power to surpass gym leaders and the Elite Four. I've never seen stuff written like that. He surpasses the freaking Elite Four. He's up there with Kukui when he was the champion. Why the frick do we beat him so early in the game? However, he's distracted and rarely shows his true abilities. His dream for the future is to destroy the culture of Alola. Why, bro? He hasn't seen his family since he ran away at the age of 16. Boy, that was 5 years ago. You're so young. By the way, his parents are a fairly wealthy family in Alola. Damn, he ran away from the high life. This man's a revolutionary. Wait, there's freaking more. Background, he was born and raised on the island where he witnessed the strength of the best receiver. Took me till now to realize this is one of Central's freaking translations. He was so fascinated that he decided to become an apprentice. I'm assuming receiver is a kahuna? He trained hard, dreaming of becoming a leader and a receiver. Oh, like a trial captain. This is actually officially known in the games too. His efforts paid off and he gained overwhelming power and pleaded with, I'm gonna say kahuna, to become one of the trial captains. However, he was only given stern lectures and would not nod. This continued for years and eventually became irritated and challenged the kahuna to a serious fight. As a result, he was no match for the kahuna and was defeated. So with this dream shattered and unable to accept the words of his master, he then forms a gang and begins to go on a rampage. Gaining many like him, he soon came to take a strong hostile attitude towards those who give and guide, and ultimately the Alola region and its culture in which these things are respected, and found pleasure in destroying them. The freak, you make no sense. Whoa. So 2 years after he ran away, at the age of 18, he came into contact with the Aether Foundation, and intoxicated by mutual interest, rewards, and sweet words of the Foundation, he decided to lend a hand. But just as he turned 20, he learned the Foundation's true intentions. However, he no longer felt any fear, self-blame, or regret about getting involved with them. Wait, so this boy, for over a year, has known Lusamine's true nature. Wait, after being defeated by the protagonist and Team Skull disbanding, he visits the Elder again and challenges him to a fight but is defeated. Who the frick is it? Is it Nanu? Shocked, he falls to his knees and the Elder gently admonishes him. Why? Leave him alone. He listens with a more serious look on his face than before. He hints that it will take some time for him to change his mind. Then mounts his ride Pokemon and disappears into the distance. Who the frick is this Elder? Maybe it's freaking Hala somehow. Whatever, no one knows. But this is technically something Guzma does off screen after you beat him. And yet he's supposed to look like this man. It doesn't say what race he is though, what ethnicity. We're looking for more Germans. Let's keep going. Plumeria is 19. Are you German? Are you German? I'll let you in. Oh, this is a lot to read. A woman with few emotional ups and downs. What the frick? In terms of her skills as a trainer, she's better than the boss. What the frick? She's first off the only Team Skull member with the name as his right arm. She's freaking stronger than him. You couldn't have made her a super boss or something? I think she's one of the ones who fight you for the throne. Are you kidding me? Who is this woman? She accepts that a certain amount of cruelty is normal due to her childhood experiences. She worries about being forced to look after her elderly grandmother and mother who lives far away. but she sends all the money she earns from Team Skull to her grandmother. Towards the end of the story, she learns the true intentions of the head of the Aether Foundation, something only Guzma knew. With the love for Pokemon at her core, she pleads with the boss to end her ties with the Foundation. Okay, this is after Pokemon Sun and Moon. So after the ending and after leaving Team Skull, she returns to her hometown and reunites with her grandmother. Why am I so interested in this? Her grandmother thanks her for sending money, which makes Plumeria sad, and she sets off on a journey. After traveling around Alola, she goes to an observatory on a high mountain that she remembers climbing with her mother as a child. There she meets Electric the guide, who knows that she was in Team Skull. He recommends that she go and meet the island chief, the Besto or Aku. Who the frick's Aku? Also, if she's born on Island 3, that's Ula Ula, right? She then returns to the village they once destroyed. I thought Tapu Bulu destroyed that village. It was Team Skull? There she meets the Bestower again. He then recommends that she become a gym leader as atonement for her past experiences and recommends her to join the league. She accepts and becomes a gym leader. As she is loved by many trainers, she begins to re-examine her own behavior. What the frick? Yo, you know what this sounds like? This sounds like Nanu was not originally planned. That the third island's kahuna was supposed to be the stern elder dude. Wow, they originally wanted hot pants or a mini skirt with very high heels. That is not what she's wearing. Yeah, this is like the freaking complete opposite. I wonder how we got to this. She has a freaking great design though, and especially knowing that she's stronger than Guzma, which I think is arguable. I think it's partially because Guzma likes to put on a show, so he doesn't fight properly. But at least at the court, she beats him. Also appreciate you parting your hair to look like an S. Don't, it's not forgotten. Okay, we're going back to our German hunting. Who's next? Lillie is, okay, are you German? This is what I need to see. Gender that, age 11. Appearance, black hair, white skin. Lusamine. 42! No way! No one knew, bro. And they always said she's at least 40. Okay, let's see if she's German. Lusamine, balsamine, is the German word for imperium. The flower language is don't touch me, leave me alone. She prioritizes being a woman over being a parent. I'm not freaking too sure about that. The only daughter of the what the frick? Yo, that's some lore! Lusamine's mom is the founder of the Aether Foundation. I don't know if that means the island or the entire organization. Let's just say it's the entire organization. That means her mom probably in the German region. Freaking Gladian and Lillie are noble grandchildren. Because she was born in the latter years of her founder's life, she was raised very spoiled. I didn't get that feeling. So she believes that everything will go her way. This strength of feeling allows her to act like a queen. A person with a strong desire to possess. She gives the impression of a child who can't control her ego having grown up. As a result of fusing with the beast, a parallel Pokemon. Whoa, they use that freaking word again. Her ego went out of control. She's the enemy of the main characters because she wants to protect all Pokemon. I freaking didn't realize this. Was this said in the game? Gladian's freaking 13. His name's girl's brother. He's 13, blonde hair, blue eyes? I'm trembling. Well, look at that. They call this game island hopping as well. This is how they describe Greece as well. I think it's legit gonna be like another Alola region. Well, okay, Greece, whatever the Gen 10 is, at this point, I know Germany's not an archipelago. Someone freaking make it one. That's not a threat. I want that to be the new region. Mon is 40. Mon is younger than Lusamine? That's great. Kukui's freaking 30. Kukui, you're so old. I thought Guzma was your rival. You're 10 years older than him? With your goofy ass lines? Wait a second, weren't these two rap battling? Or was that extreme? Kukui, are you somehow German? You're clearly not. You're straight Honolulu. Okay, Kukui's 32, the same age as Marlene, the captain of Island 3. Who's Marlene? He seems more manly than handsome. You can't be both? What the frick am I? Am I either of them? He's trying to create a Pokemon League. By the way, his ring name is Royal Mask. There was no match against Maximum Common. Yeah, we're gonna skip through this. Whoa! He's from Island 1! Although he was invited to be a captain, a trial captain, he prioritized his training as a Pokemon trainer. He never became one. Whoa! Whoa! On the construction of the Pokemon League. Look at this. He appealed to Pokemon League headquarters in Sekei, Kanto. This game is telling us that Kanto is the main headquarters that started what is known as a Pokemon League. So to establish one in Alola, he went and contacted them. Where the frick is Sekiei? The fact that Sekiei is the headquarters comes from the Red and Green games. This is when he becomes acquainted with Red and Green. Hold up. So him funding and then getting a branch of the Pokemon League made into Alola. Not only was Kanto involved in that, but Red and Green were involved in that. They helped set up the Pokemon League in Alola. And so that's why they're in the battle tree. Giver, why don't you just throw a bit more tidbits? I'm gonna need to see more of these leaked notes. This is where the real game is. He trains in order to practice some of Pokemon techniques that humans can perform. Yeah, you see how that goes. Who's next? Mom is 33. Mom, you're so freaking young. Yeah, this is the whole episode. I'm having a blast. Whoa! Is this known? Boys, is this known? The extreme randomizer made it sound like we came from Johto. It says here, a boy from the Kanto region. She moved here with their child. The protagonist's father is a Pokemon trainer who never appeared. She only came to Alola 3 months ago. Oh, wait a sec. They have a Cantonian Meowth. I guess that's the freaking giveaway. How is 11? Ilima is freaking 13. Why? That boy freaking grown up. Look who you based it off. A part of the Mallow family, don't be saying that. His father is an executive at the Pokedex Development Company. Another company we know is Nemona's dad. Was that a freaking Pokedex company? And then Ilima's mom is a former actress. Is it Alyssa? He grew up in a privileged family and had the opportunity to travel to various regions from an early age. So F this man is what you're saying. Perhaps due to his battle skills and the good looks he inherited from his mother, he is well liked by women and is called the Prince of the Trainer School. No, you ain't. His dream is to one day leave Alola and compete against Pokemon trainers from all over the world. Yeah, well, you get on with that. So I'm about to show up as a champion in a new game. Lana is 12 years old. I swear I thought she was like freaking 7. After clearing the game, she's offered the position of gym leader and eventually accepts. Yo, it's what we talked about. 6 of the trial captains were gonna be gym leaders, and then another 2. That was what was supposed to happen. Who's Dakota Rose? That's her? That's what you went for. Who's next? Mallow is 14. Whoa, she's knowledgeable about berries. She will not become a gym leader. Yo, it will be interesting if it wasn't just the 6 trial captains. I want to figure this out. The restaurant's poster girl, a sharp-tongued, sassy, well-rounded girl. After beating the game, she's recommended to become a gym leader, but declines to look after the store. This is what they wanted her to look like. 14, like a big sister, half Native American, half Asian. A beauty who could be a model if she put on makeup. Hold up a sec. Ain't that mean she not beautiful? Her notable features are her high nose and her slightly large butt. I'm not even gonna fact check it. Let's see what the next one is. Kiawe is freaking 18. Kiawe, you play with Kukui. Is he German? His partner Charizard is a keepsake from his grandfather. He is torn between his parents' desire for him to take over the farm and his own dream. Boys, after clearing the game, you'll recommend him as a gym leader, and there's a chance he will take up the position by completing certain missions. Oh my god, this was a legit post-game. You might have actually lined up different candidates. Like, he could have been one of 2 candidates. So let's say Ilima's an easy yes, and then Lana's an easy yes. Mallow's a straight no, and then every character after that has multiple candidates. And he's supposed to look like this man. Akira from Exile. Whoa, give me more. Sophocles didn't originally exist. It was planned to be a 32-year-old man. Okay, that's our Marlene. We found the answer. Who the frick? So, Kukui, that's who you're friends with. You're friends with Sophocles. Does he have an age? Wait, there is no Sophocles. So this would be a document about the 32-year-old man. He is knowledgeable about Ultra Planet, maybe Ultra Wormholes. And he had a freaking Raichu, an Alolan Raichu. He's a serious dude who became an astronomer. He's the best friend of the Pokemon professor in this work. He's also friends with Burnett and knows how the two met. When he found out about their marriage, he felt great joy and some jealousy. Did you freaking like her or are you just lonely? Oh, sure. Yo, he was supposed to be a trio that was also researching as the astronomer he is. Sophocles' gym kind of looks like it could be some observatory. So maybe originally, this was the exact gym layout. He would have actually dropped more news and info on what ultra wormholes were. He would have had a bigger role in the story. What? After clearing the game, he's recommended to be a gym leader. And although he's hesitant, he accepts the position. He also recommends a female executive to become a poison gym leader. That's freaking cool. Poison's not even on the list. That's what Plumeria handled. Wow, I guess I forgot about that. If we can only use 5 out of the 7 trial captains so far, we still have Guzma, Plumeria as candidates as well. Wow. Guzma and Plumeria work out as the 7th and 8th gym leader. Holy frick, this man was supposed to look like some Harry Potter dude. I'm freaking well entertained by this. Who's next? Acerla is 11. And just if you guys want a visual of how he wandered look, it's this. Half Caucasian, half Native American. Now, Acerla's a big mystery. Is she not a descendant of Alola's king? Or is that made up? Oh my god, an orphan living in a daycare and shelter run by Aether. A lively, bright, and somewhat mysterious young girl. A descendant of royalty that once ruled over Alola. Where's this royalty? Put her as the freaking queen. When she was 3 years old, the Pokemon she lived with and her family died in a traffic accident. She was too on the verge of death, but she was saved by the favorite from Island 3. Who the frick is the favorite? A Pokemon that had become a ghost in the accident. And the ghost of her royal ancestor? What? Her ancestor turned into a Pokemon. What Pokemon is like that? Let me try to figure this out. Maybe it's the Mimikyu? It's your freaking ancestor inside there. Some Pokemon are listed as being formerly human, like Kadabra, Yamask. I don't think any of those are what she's talking about here. After the favorite took her to the hospital, the favorite, whoever this ancestor is, ran around trying to find an adoptive family for her, but was unable to find anyone. Eventually, she was taken in by the Pokemon shelter run by Aether. So, favorite couldn't actually raise her, just temporarily carried her to the Pokemon Center. I think it is her Mimikyu. She is the older sister to the Pokemon and children in the facility and looks after them like a nursery teacher. After a near-death experience, she has a special power to communicate with ghost Pokemon. Because of this, ghosts gather around her at night. She plays with them as if they were friends. Her dream for the future is to join Aether and work to save orphaned Pokemon and people. Her routine is to go to the cemetery and talk to her parents as they sleep, talking about what happened that day. Bro, this is insane. So that was just 8 years ago. The whole royal family dies but her. And she's freaking just in the orphanage. But I guess it's kind of cool that her ancestor's the one who kind of watches over her from a distance. Wow, that's freaking fire. Like, am I joking? Or if you just add little mini arcs throughout the game explaining these things, it'd be kind of interesting. I don't know, maybe I'm tripping. Mina is 17. Hold up, if she's freaking 17 and Sun and Moon look like they happened 20 years after Red and Green, then is she -3 beside the SSN? Her parents later opened a restaurant on a fleet. Her dream is to keep hitting till she dies. Wait a sec. Is that restaurant on the SSN? And so the reason you find her specifically there is actually to allude to these details that they never even revealed to us. After clearing the game, they'll be wandering around, but you can make them a gym leader. Okay, so that's everyone so far except Mallow. Next up is freaking Ryuki? Oh my god. He's a Pokemon League ambassador, and he's from Fusube City in Johto. Whoa! Wait, is he freaking related to Lance? From an early age, his father, an elder, drilled into him the skills of a dragon trainer. Bro, he's like distantly related to them. What's Fusube? Is that Blackthorn? It is! That's insane! Bro! He's like a cousin or a nephew of Claire or Lance. That's so freaking sick. He'd be like freaking 8 years old or something during the events of Gold and Silver, just running around. As a League ambassador, he's straight with the League. He entrusts the champion, us, with the mission of scouting for missing gym leaders. That was so sick. 26 Japanese, very white. Holy frick, holla, 77! He's like 20 years older than Alder. How is Alder only like 56? How are you so old, Hala? He later becomes one of the 4 heavenly kings of fighting. I think that's what Elite Four translates to. What in the frick? His partner Pokemon is Snorlax's regional form? What's being said here? Snorlax was supposed to have a freaking Alolan variant? He lost weight, so he's not particularly obese. So his relation to Hao was through his daughter. Olivia is 30 freaking 4. Who's that regional Snorlax? It's mind-blowing. Sexy older sister type. Born and raised in Alola, she moved to other regions with their parents when her father was chosen to become a gym leader. Is it freaking Brock? It's not. Chill. Later, due to a feud with their father, she ran away from home. Is it freaking Byron? After traveling the world, she returned to Alola where she was born and raised. She lived in her grandpa's house and moved there. After her grandma passed away, she renovated the house. She took on the name of Bestower from her grandma. So the father is from Alola too, but he travels and becomes a gym leader of some region. She returns to Alola and inherits the Kahuna title from her grandma. So her grandma's the previous Kahuna. Her grandma, father, and mother all use rock-type Pokemon. Her traditional proof is a love bite. Her lips are thick and large. Okay. Wow, that's freaking what you made her. A tight, open-chested t-shirt, hot pants, slightly high sandals. Let me just load a photo of her. What does she even look like? Oh, wow. She does have an open-chested t-shirt. And here she's holding hands with Brock. Wait! I don't remember this crap. She's in love with Brock? Okay, that's not her dad. I wasn't serious with it, but now we know. Okay, back. What's a photo of her? Yeah, she has a... What the frick? I didn't realize she dressed this way. You don't freaking notice with all the ornaments she has. Sexy short hair. Distinctive features includes a décolleté, and long legs. Thin but well built. Okay. I guess you kind of nailed it? I don't know. You be the judge of that. Nanu's freaking 50. Okay. Well, if the Nanu notes are here, maybe it was Nanu who freaking did that to Guzma. A police uniform worn loosely. The chest is exposed. Okay, let's fact check. Nanu. Okay, so Nanu's chest is not exposed. Okay. Hapu is 8 years old. Holy frick. She could dominate the world at like 9. What age was Leon when he became champion? Wasn't he 10 when he became champion? That's some Leon tier crap. I don't know. He was either 10 or 18. Due to extraordinary talent, she was appointed to a Kahuna at the age of 8. So she just got it. Her parents are farmers. They originally worked on Ula Ula, but then moved to Pony Island to grow crops that can only grow there. Kahili is 21. She's a professional golfer from Alola, and she's the daughter of a luxury hotel. She becomes fascinated with golf when she starts accompanying her father. Her father is delighted and establishes a country club with the resort to serve as her practice field. So her father's some crazy golfer? Eventually, she stops receiving support from her family, leaves home and practices alone. Well, what happened to all the love? She caught the toucan she had when she was a child. 21, Caucasian. Distinctive features include pointed eyes and freckles. What does a non-pointed eye look like? Slim and muscular, small breasts but thick muscular hips and legs, modeled after Charlie Theron. Oh, how are we still going through these? Finally, Dexio and Sina. What? They were originally... Get up back. They were originally planned to be Ice and Steel gym leaders? Yo, they might have been. Like, okay, if we put them as the 8, you pick between one of them. Or I guess it's version exclusive. I think we might know them all. Why? Why does Dexio and Sina get all this freaking love? I don't even know them. Okay, Sina, the Ice potential gym leader. We freaking got the scoop. We freaking got the scoop, boys. Sun and Moon happens 1 to 2 years. Wait, I think 1 to 2 years later, after X and Y. But it was at Sycamore's request to investigate Zygarde. Sycamore, did you play Pokemon Z? Imagine in this mystical Pokemon Z, Zygarde actually leaves to another region at the end. He will become a gym leader after clearing the game and achieving the 100% Zygarde event. This is a little confusing. It really sounds like you can have more than 8 gym leader candidates. Then Dexio Steel has an Aegis Slash and same crap. Are they German? Okay, let's look at the last one. That's it. So the trial captains, let me get a notepad out, would have maybe been the following. Ilima. Okay, so here are our candidates for who would be gym leader. Ilima, Lana, Kiawe, the 32-year-old man, and Mina. That's 5 out of the 7. Acerula and Malo clearly kicked out. So with the last 3 slots, we have Ryuki, Dexio, and Sina. If we put Dexio and Sina together, so let's order these. So that they're ordered like this, with the final slot, I guess you could pick from these characters. Guzma, Plumeria, How, or Gladian. To me, I suppose Guzma would be a fun 8th gym leader because he's finally getting the recognition. That's why he became a rebel in the first place. But I don't know. I kind of don't want him to be in. My favorite candidates for who the last one could be is How or Plumeria. And maybe it's straight up like that. I've given the last 2 double options. Maybe more of them have double options too. Like maybe it's Lana or Kiawe. Maybe it's Mina or Ryuki, since it's Fairy and Dragon. So I guess I can reorder this to 6 Plumeria. Something they do for 7. Maybe Grimsley. And then 8 would be How. Maybe Plumeria or Guzma. Maybe you can make both of them candidates and you pick one. Because they're really giving that impression that everyone's not going to have the same 8. I think this is a pretty solid pick here. So that means you get 1, 2, 3, 4 picks. And maybe, who knows, maybe you're not locked in once you pick, for example, Plumeria and set her up as the gym leader. Maybe you can still do some quest for Guzma. Because remember, it sounds like for Dexio or Sina, you have to complete some quest in order to unlock them. So maybe in the same way, you complete Guzma's quest and you can replace Plumeria and then swap it back and forth whenever you want. I suppose as the champion, you have that authority. Because Dexio and Sina require the Zygarde, we're getting too deep into this, kind of makes me think all of our candidates can be interchanged within the 8 gym leader slots. Like you could set Ilima as the 8th and freaking Dexio or Sina as the 1st. And so you can already set up a good 8 and then later do the Dexio or Sina quest and then swap one of them to being a gym leader, if that makes sense. Okay, we're done with this. That's freaking sick, though. Well, that only took like freaking 2 hours. Let's keep going. Pokemon Sun and Moon had a scrapped raid mechanic. What is all this? I don't want to read anymore. So something where you play with friends, and then each player uses a team of 3 Pokemon to take down something big. It was something called Survival Island or Battle Island. Maybe it's a more expanded version of what the battle tree was supposed to be. And then they dumbed it down to that. Wow. I mean, I guess I should be thankful we got some facility in a Gen 7 game at all. I never stepped into the battle tree, aside from fighting Red or Blue. Pokemon Sun Mode had a scrap mode where you could dress up your Pokemon. A freaking Scar Pikachu. And that's kind of sick. Hano Grand Resort concept art from Alola. What, there's supposed to be some Grand Resort? This looks like the freaking Sands hallway. Whoa, Z-Power concept art. The box right here, the first one literally says Mega Shinka. This is not Mega Evolution. It's not Mega Evolution, and the trainer also participates. Unlike Mega Evolution, it's so unique. Whoa! Official reason of why Mega Jynx was scrapped. Due to concerns over potentially reigniting negative reactions overseas. They thought the racism would strike back. Who remembers that? Look at Mr. Popo. Mr. Popo is black again. They freaking made Mr. Popo a devil. Calm down, Pokemon. See, I told you, Pokemon entirely is just scared of any potential obstacle. They won't even freaking bring Jynx back into relevancy. Why? This is why it didn't evolve in Gen 4 too. They're freaking scared. How can people be offended? You want to know what I'm offended about? That you made Gita and then made her useless. And that's not even some weird brown-looking Pokemon. That's a whole human. That's useless. And it looked like a human. I'll take Jynx over that. Guys, I don't want to freaking go through these anymore. I've been reading for freaking so long. Okay, I found something interesting here. The original Sun and Moon proposal. But it's probably a giant-ass document that I'll have to read. Just to freaking go into the bookmarks. Yo, F this crap? What's this? Dive was originally supposed to come back in Sun and Moon, specifically for a cave diving mechanic. Cave diving. So, whoa! You would just dive temporarily, adding depth to the surfing water, and even meet different Pokemon down there. What the hell is this? If you dive and screw up, you end up stranded on the shore? Maybe you have a breathing bar, and if it runs out, it teleports you back to where you started surfing. And then I suppose some benefits depending on who you're diving with. Maybe you're faster with Sharpedo but less air. Maybe you're slow with Mantine but a lot of air. And maybe you're neutral with Lapras. Whoa, and that's a freaking visual right there. And heart skills you would just find. So this is like stuff they scrapped from Auras itself to incorporate better in this game. It kind of works, right? Auras was developed right before this game, so they probably wanted to test out diving features with Auras. But obviously, as their vision stacks up, it's normal they'll end up scrapping a lot of the stuff along the way. All right, what's this? TPC gay alert. Okay. I didn't get a freaking Alyssa alert. How do I even find this? I freaking found it. Okay, cultural background check, LGBT. The shorts are tight and short. And the shiny black leather material gives off a gay Sun and Moon vibe. It's freaking, it's in English. We'll never know. We'll never know what's going on with that. But wait, there's more. It's checks they do to make sure things are fine. Someone pointed out, the main character is a dark-skinned girl. And the bag she carries is a racist stereotype of the North American watermelon black person. Oh, shoot. This combination should be avoided. Change the color and make this bag look like a watermelon. Wait, we want it to look like it? Watermelon stereotype. A racist stereotype. American blacks have an extraordinary appetite for watermelon. Yo, I'm so happy too. Yo, Gamefreak, you're doing too much. All right, Nazis. Holy frick. The pattern on the trouser wristband resembles the symbol of the Nazi SS. Holy frick. Wait a sec. Let me look at the official Plumeria. Is that actually gone? No, it's still freaking there. Y'all didn't care, did you? Oh, no, they did change it. They changed it from look like S's to being little triangles. Nah, bro, fix this in a patch, okay? You're gonna be fine. What's next? Sexual violent content. I know you're not G-checking yourself on this now. The parts of the buttocks are divided into small parts, making it look like there are multiple buttocks. It actually had a beige butt, so they made it green. Huh. Freaking did the internet thanks. People would have gone crazy with that. And then the animation of Buzzwole using energy drain. Okay, it's tame issues. Past questions Auras, Izumi Slit, and Ukiwa Girl. They're not allowed to have the A uncolored there. And then Team Magma. They made this pose and thought it would be a freaking Nazi salute. That's so freaking weird. That's it? Oh, here, there's more. It says they had complaints that the female protagonist's pants were too short. What's this one? So they said to fill in the gaps in the swimsuit and also this part here so to sexualize it less. I think you're off to a great start, Gamefreak. Great, more of these, huh? Who the frick is that? What the frick is that? Whoa, was this an option for our character? You freaking took this option out of the game to avoid racism or something? Whoa, I didn't know that happened to her. My God. They didn't want to show a black person with the apron because they thought it would look like slavery, so they put it on the back in new artwork. Yo, these are freaking fine lines. I gotta think twice about my jokes too. What do you mean I don't have jokes? Well, and this one says that after they drew up Iris, they needed to give her more clothes. To say differently, yo, why y'all like this? You know how easy it is to start off with clothes and then take them off? But you know what? My mind is not the same as like a kid's mind playing this. I'm pretty sure a kid, when they're playing the game, wants freaking everything exposed. So you know what? F me then. I don't want to look at this anymore. I've seen through it. Pooping Pikachu. You know, I just want y'all to know, I tried to finish all the leaks today. I've been at this for hours. Look how freaking far I am. I'm looking at pooping Pikachu now. Okay, I found the photo. What is it? So it's a photo of you in a room, and then you move the curtains and Pikachu's pooing, and it says confidential. I guess, bro. I mean, Beta Team Flare. Whoa. Okay, so they were the same, but they just had blonde hair. That fits better. Why do they have red hair? This makes them look so terrifying. It's even better than black hair. And they got some freaking suitcase they carry with the balls? Oh, this is much better. Who decided to make them red like a freaking marker? The Kahuna and Captain 7. New lore on how they're chosen. Oh no! We're bookmarking this. Keep going. What the frick? What is this? Whoa! What is it? What am I looking at? So they had poses for the rival? I guess that's kind of fitting. What if each time you fought Mayor Brennan, they did a freaking pose each time? Whoa. Whoa. Freaking Aster. Is that freaking Aster? That's Aster! That's the thing that dies, and she looks at her Whismer and calls it Aster. Well, for freaking once, we're getting some lore. Let me look at this.